Hi, Paul and Nicole. Craig here. Hey, love to help you out here. If this still doesn't make any sense, feel free. I can pop on over and give you a little bit more of a one-on-one tutorial. Hopefully this makes good sense. It's basically almost the same exact layout that you've seen before, just a couple little tweaks. They're now discontinuing the WP Table Reloaded software, but it's the same author. He's now made all these cool new enhancements, and it's now called TablePress. You'll see TablePress over here on the left-hand side, and of course, if you click on TablePress, and you can see all your tables just the same as you always have. So once you log into Liberty, just go ahead and go back to Harrisburg Liberty Elementary. Go ahead and go to Staff Listing. Always at the very, very bottom, same thing, same story. You scroll all the way down to the very, very bottom, and you will then see two edits. Always the edit right below the table, because you're going to edit the table. And so go ahead and click on Edit. It will then pop up. Some of the new features that they have, of course, you can see all your tables again up here at the top. You can also preview your table now, which is really nice. Once again, down below, this layout here is all identical. Of course, if you click in some place, you can always drag and make your boxes bigger. Anytime you're working with the email, you know what I always do is if you're going to create a brand new email, I just hit, I select all, or I hit Command A. I Command C, and let's just say that Julie Asseltine would like it. I'll just go Command V, and of course then I just change the name. I always change it twice. This is the link, and then down below, if their email would not open up the link automatically, it would then, people can then copy and paste this particular one here. So that I would then go in, I would then change it to Julie. And of course I would then copy that, Command C, and of course I would then paste it right in here, so that way they're both identical. And of course the same thing as if they have a website. I would then copy this. I'd come down and hit Command V to paste. And you always go from quote to quote. So you would then highlight all the way to the quote, and you just put in the brand new website. You don't have to change anything else. The target frame automatically goes what they say _blank, which means it's going to pop up on a new window, which you want it to do. If it leaves a Harrisburg site and it goes to Shutterfly or Weebly or whatever site that leaves a Harrisburg site, it always pops up in a new window. And of course, in italics that you'll see down here, that's the word website. So this particular hyperlink is linked to the word website, and that's all set to go. So all you again have to do is just copy and paste it down in here, replace it from quote to quote, and put in the brand new website, and that's it. As soon as you're finished, of course, then you go up here and you would hit save. To move windows around, if you want to do alphabetical, really, really slick now. You can just sit here and drag the numbers. So if I want number 3, and I want Julie and Robin to switch, in this case, which I don't, but just in case you do, you just take it, and you can float on down. You can drop it down as many notches or scroll down with your mouse, and you can just put it wherever you like, and then just drop that in there and it'll automatically flip it around. So you don't have to swap rows on Nicole, which you've seen before in the past. Now you can just sit there and drag the rows around and it automatically replaces. In case you ever need to add a row, it's the same thing, same story. Just like Excel, if I want Julie Asseltine to drop down a level, I'll click number 4. I'll scroll on down to the bottom, kind of in the same spot. Selected row. Hey, I've selected that row and I want to insert a new row. It's just like Excel. It'll drop it down a level. So I hit insert, and of course it'll now automatically give me a brand new row, which is right here, number 4. If you don't want number 4, of course you can click on number 4, fly on down, and you can then delete it. It'll say, do you wish to? And I say yes. Now, if you want to add rows to the very, very bottom, like in the Z category, if you just add 1 row, 2 rows, or so on, you can just add a row, and that will just place it at the bottom. So if you select something, hit insert, it'll push it down, or you can delete that row, of course. You really don't have to mess with the columns or even add a column. I wouldn't think, unless there's something else special that you want to add to your list. Once again, I'm going to click on number 96. I'm going to delete that row. I'm going to hit OK. Of course, I'm going to come up here, and I believe I made a mess to Julie Asseltine, and so I'm going to take this out of here so it's nice and clean for you. And of course, anytime you make a change, if you're making wording changes, I always go up and hit save. And then a lot of times if you're deleting rows or moving rows around, I then hit save again. Sometimes when you change words and then want to add rows or delete rows all at the same time, a lot of times it'll say I don't think so, and it's going to cause you to want to save it first. So a lot of times I'll add in, my columns that I need to, or my information I need to, or my phone extensions, hit the save. But then if I'm going to start adding a bunch of rows here and here and here, I'll then hit save and start adding in some more people. Of course, these are your letters right in here. If you ever want to add a column with a new letter of the alphabet, strong just means that it's going to be bold. And so, of course, you can just copy this and change the letter if you want to add a brand new row. I hope this helps. If you have any more questions, feel free to let me know.